Where are you right now? What are you up to? In my trembling anger, my husband casually lied to me as if it were nothing. What are you talking about? I'm on a trip with our daughter. On a trip with our daughter. Leaving our 3-year-old daughter at home, he's shamelessly enjoying a trip with his affair partner. The anger from a moment ago vanished, replaced by a sense of disbelief. This isn't the person I married. Life with a liar is over. My name is Anne. I live with my 3-year-old daughter Vanessa and my husband Steve, married for 5 years. Recently, Steve hasn't been making time for the family. He has left all housework and childcare to me, but now, for the past few months, he hasn't been coming home, using work as an excuse. Although he used to complain about being too busy. The days of him neglecting his appearance are long gone. Lately, he's been making an effort to look good, even wearing women's perfume. He must be cheating, that's what I think. While contemplating divorce, I couldn't bring myself to say the word, considering the selfishness of taking a father away from my daughter. I struggled with my thoughts alone every day. One day, on the way home from daycare, Vanessa, looking gloomy, said, "Does Daddy hate Vanessa?" Usually, Steve handles dropping off and picking up Vanessa at daycare. But he wasn't there at the usual time, it was other dads picking up their kids. Seeing that, Vanessa must have had some thoughts. I gently stroked Vanessa's head, my heart feeling like it was about to burst. Daddy is just busy with work. How about this? On the next day off, Mom will pack lunch, and we'll go on a picnic together. Her expression remained gloomy, but Vanessa nodded and said, "Okay." As I also work on weekdays, Vanessa has been feeling lonely. I want to somehow create time for Vanessa and Steve. If he refuses even after asking, then I might seriously have to consider divorce. The news of a 2-night, 3-day business trip came when I was struggling with these thoughts. That day, I stayed up late waiting for Steve to come home. Steve, returning in the early morning, reeked of sweet perfume. I, who was usually asleep by then, surprised him by being awake. "What's wrong? Being up this late at night?" Saying that, he gauged my expression. I explained to him about the business trip schedule and how Vanessa seemed lonely lately. When it comes to business trips, I inevitably need Steve's help. Since my parents live far away, I can't rely on them. What if he refuses? I worried. Despite those concerns, Steve proposed something unexpected. "If you are out on a business trip, maybe we should go on a little trip ourselves." Ha, a trip? I couldn't hide my surprise at my husband's suggestion. Steve, who has hardly been involved in parenting since Vanessa was born, suggesting a trip was something I didn't anticipate. I haven't had much time with Vanessa lately, and if our daughter is feeling lonely, why not take her on a trip? I have extra vacation days, so I'll take some time off. So go on your business trip without worrying. Thank you. Take care of Vanessa, then. Overjoyed, I smiled at Steve for the first time in a while. All right, now that it's decided, we need to figure out where to stay. Saying that, he started browsing travel websites. When I shared the news with my daughter, Vanessa's face lit up. Huh? Really? A trip with Dad? Yay! Yay! Seeing Vanessa excited made me smile too. Maybe divorce can wait. I thought, heading for the business trip. The first trip after giving birth went smoother than I expected. Work was finished easily, and I could come home a day earlier than planned. Knowing my husband, he probably hasn't done any laundry or dishes. I thought about cleaning up when I got home, then going grocery shopping. With those thoughts in mind, I returned home. Imagining Vanessa's joyful expression, my heart skipped a beat. However, when I actually arrived home, there was my daughter, with a swollen, teary face. I hurriedly ran up to her. "Vanessa, what happened? Are you feeling unwell? Wait, where's Dad?" Even after searching the room, there was no sign of Steve. Other than Vanessa and me, I didn't sense anyone else in the house. Did he go to the convenience store? Could he have left our small Vanessa alone? While irritated by my husband's thoughtless behavior, I felt relief at Vanessa's safety and tightly hugged my daughter. Then Vanessa began to tell me a truth beyond my expectations. Dad said we were going out, but he left me alone and went out on his own. It's pitch dark at night, and Vanessa was scared all alone. Wait, what do you mean? Was Vanessa alone in this house the whole time? My heartbeat was so loud it felt like it could be heard. Perhaps feeling reassured by my return, my daughter fell asleep and began to breathe softly in my arms. She must not have been able to sleep at all because she was scared. Even leaving a child alone at the nearby convenience store is dangerous. I can't believe he would leave Vanessa alone all day. Trembling with anger, I picked up my phone. Hello, is this you? Where are you right now? Desperately suppressing the urge to shout, I asked my husband in a low voice. Oh, Anne. Welcome back from your business trip. Where am I? Well, Vanessa and I are on a 2-night, 3-day trip. Not knowing Vanessa is in my arms, my husband casually lied. On a trip with Vanessa. Probably enjoying a trip with his affair partner, reeking of perfume. I couldn't find words for him, the man who lied so effortlessly. Without a hint of caution, Steve continued. Oh, this hot spring inn is amazing. The food is delicious, and the hot springs are amazing. I might extend it to 3 nights, 4 days instead of 2 nights, 3 days. Leaving our daughter at home and enjoying a cheating trip without a care in the world. Steve's true colors, for sure. I can't see him as my husband anymore. The moment I heard his words, all the hesitation I had disappeared. Sure, why not? Stay for an extra night or 2. I found myself saying those words. Whether he stays for however many nights, I don't care anymore. Please, go ahead, I thought as Steve hesitated, saying, But Anne, you'll be back tomorrow, right? It'll be lonely without me and Vanessa, so I guess I'll come back too. That's just an excuse. He's just trying to come back before me to hide the fact that he left Vanessa alone. Understanding Steve's intentions crystal clear, I decided to lie. Well, you see, a little trouble came up, and it looks like I'll be back later than planned. I might extend it by 1 or 2 nights. So don't worry about me and enjoy your trip until you're satisfied. Steve didn't even doubt my lie. Oh, really? In that case, maybe we'll stay for an extra night. Vanessa is so excited, and it's been a while since we had a relaxing time as a family. I usually can't pay much attention, you know. Let me know when you know your return date. What do you mean, Vanessa is excited? Don't ever come back. Swallowing the desire to say that, I replied, got it. All right, here we go. After putting Vanessa to sleep in the bedroom, I quickly started preparing for the move. Hello, can you help me move the luggage right away? Right away? Yes, the luggage isn't that much. I called a friend's moving company, and they came immediately. Fortunately, it was off-season, and we could easily book their services. As the moving company arrived, it got noisy, and Vanessa woke up. Feeling liberated, I told Vanessa this. Vanessa, I'm thinking of saying goodbye to Dad. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't want Vanessa to feel lonely anymore. So I'm thinking of quitting my job and going to Grandpa and Grandma's house. That way, I can spend more time with Vanessa. If we go to Grandpa and Grandma's house, we won't see Dad anymore. What does Vanessa want? It was harsh to ask such a thing to my 3-year-old Vanessa, but I wanted to know her opinion. With a voice almost fading away, my daughter asked, "Won't I see Dad anymore?" Turning her eyes upward and moistening them, Vanessa looked at me. I gently asked her. Yeah, but if Vanessa doesn't want to stop seeing Dad, I will reconsider. I want to know how Vanessa feels. My daughter is innocent, and if Vanessa doesn't want to stop seeing Steve, maybe we should consider visits and such. Even though Steve, who left his daughter behind for a trip, probably won't make time after the divorce. While my mind was spinning with thoughts, Vanessa's answer stopped my train of thought. I want to go with Mom. Dad probably doesn't care about me at all. Even when I cried, "Don't leave me," he pretended not to know. I can't believe he would go on a cheating trip, forcing my 3-year-old daughter to say such things. It's entirely my fault that Vanessa ended up feeling this way. If this was going to happen, I shouldn't have left my daughter with Steve and gone on a business trip. I should have divorced without hesitation at that time. Sorry, Vanessa. Thank you. Holding Vanessa tightly, I started the moving process together. Afterwards, I contacted my FIL for the first time in a while. Actually, Steve's father is a generous and influential mafia boss in the local area. Although my husband couldn't endure living with such a strict father and left home, living alone was difficult, so he has received support in various ways. The company he currently works for was introduced by his father. My FIL dotes on Vanessa. For a wedding gift, he built a house for us and has been giving us all sorts of baby supplies since Vanessa was born. Tearfully, I explained the current situation to my FIL. About my husband's cheating trip, considering divorce, and deciding to leave the house he had built for us. After hearing everything, my FIL spoke without hesitation. Got it. I'll put that house up for sale. It was in my name from the start. I won't let that stupid son have a place to come back to. Without hiding his anger, my FIL continued. When the house is sold, and you take that money, consider it atonement from me. I feel truly sorry for putting Vanessa through such a tough time. If you ever have any trouble, feel free to rely on me. I thanked my FIL while crying, and he said in a cheerful voice, I'll take care of that guy. I'll send him and his affair partner to a remote place. I've been short on manpower lately and was wondering what to do. Thanks to my FIL, I was able to focus solely on the move and didn't have to worry about what would happen next. 2 days later, my cell phone received a call. Hey! What's going on with this? Steve shouted so loudly that I felt like taking the phone away from my ear. Why is my house up for sale? Where are you now? Where are my belongings? You must know something. In response to the panicking Steve, I confronted him with the truth. The house, I had your FIL sell it for me. All your stuff has been packed and sent to your parents' place. Seems like he still hasn't grasped the situation. Steve continues to shout. What the hell are you doing on your own? What am I supposed to do now? Don't leave me. I even bought souvenirs. And what about Vanessa? She's crying because the house is gone. Even in this situation, he thinks I haven't caught on to his lies. And to mention Vanessa's name. I can't take it anymore. Enough of your nonsense. Vanessa isn't crying. She's right beside me, not shedding a tear. I don't need both souvenirs and you anymore. We're getting divorced. Fueled by anger, I shouted loudly. Don't leave me. Don't make me laugh. Leaving your daughter behind for a cheating trip. Vanessa is only 3. Do you understand the terror of a young child being left alone at home? Compared to the fear that child experienced, losing a house is nothing. Why not crash at your affair partner's place? With that, Steve began to show clear signs of disturbance, saying, why bring that up? Thought I wouldn't notice? Coming home every night with the scent of women's perfume, not even sparing time for family. There was no way not to suspect. I've known for quite a while. Still, I held back, thinking about Vanessa, but I've reached my limit. I was foolish. Wait a minute. I can't afford a divorce. You know what kind of person my father is, Anne. If my affair gets exposed, I don't know what'll happen to me. I couldn't care less. Even in this situation, all Steve thinks about is himself. He probably doesn't think he did anything wrong, leaving Vanessa, lying to me, or even the affair itself. My anger surged even more, and I threw harsh words at my husband. Just how much do you think you've done? From start to finish, you betrayed the family. It's only natural for you to face consequences. Wait, Anne. I messed up. If my father gets serious, help me out. No sympathy for you. I specifically contacted your scary FIL to properly punish you for me. The scary one you can't handle. What am I going to do, getting beaten up by my father? Enjoy it. Get plenty of punishment this time. Oh, and of course, I'll be demanding compensation from you and your affair partner. Don't forget Vanessa's child support. That's it. Satisfied, I hung up without waiting for a response. Less than an hour after the call with him, compensation from Steve and his affair partner was deposited into my account. It seemed like there was an extra zero compared to the market rate. I'm sure my FIL arranged it. According to what I heard, Steve and his affair partner borrowed money from my FIL to pay me compensation, and they're still out at sea to repay that debt. On an escape-proof tuna fishing boat, enduring harsh labor all day long. He betrayed the family. It's only natural to give them a good lesson. I'll make sure to give them plenty of punishment. My FIL said with a smirk. Later on, the proceeds from selling the house were also transferred from the real estate agent. As my FIL had mentioned, the house must have sold as he wished. Now, I can live without working for a while. After divorcing Steve and returning to my parents' home, I visit my FIL with Vanessa once a month. Grandpa! We came to play! Oh, I'm happy to see you. Now, shall we play together, Grandpa and Vanessa? Grandpa, I love you because you're kind. My daughter looks forward to meeting her grandfather each time, as he always prepares toys for her. I truly can't thank my FIL enough. With such a strong ally, I feel confident that I can navigate through being a single mother or a divorced woman without any trouble. Vanessa, playing and laughing with my FIL's subordinates. Seeing her smile, I reaffirm that my decision was not a mistake. From now on, with the support of my FIL, I'll continue to live strong with Vanessa.